for Blumpkin&Friends, starring your host, the Reverend Johnny Blumpkin.
Dinner was full.
Hey kids, I'm the Reverend Johnny Blumpkin, and with me here today is my friend
Graeme
of
ITradio and stuff.
Don't sound so enthused.
I'm not trying to.
You have not been on the show since before my wedding.
Yes,
So we're talking 6 months ago.
pretty much.
Jesus Christ.
Yep. I got older.
You got older?
I got older the same day that you got married.
Ah, these are things.
Or
That's
buried.
facts.
One of the two, however you want to explain it.
That is true.
Yep.
Wait, when is your guys' anniversary?
February 15th.
Oh, okay. So it's not at all close to your birthday.
No.
I put mine close to my birthday on purpose.
So you could just have one big, long fucking celebration?
No, just so I wouldn't forget.
That works.
Just like my parents got married the day after my mom's birthday. My dad cannot fuck that up.
But yet, somehow he will. Maybe someday.
Yeah.
Has he yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
They're always in Florida on their anniversary. And usually it's like they're driving back from Florida, so they usually spend it in the car, I'm sure, just hating each other and screaming. And
I love you! I love you too! Fuck off!
No, it's not.
No.
There's no I love yous like that. And when I say screaming, I mean my mom's screaming at my dad because she's a terrible fucking shotgun driver.
Oh my god, that car is 2 miles ahead of us. Hit the brakes.
Oh, no, she animated with hands. And, what are you doing? Roger, slow down. Don't you see what he's doing? Pay attention to what he's doing. And my dad's just like, I fucking see what he's doing. Shut the fuck up.
He's picking his nose. Or something.
And then what he does is he just stress eats the entirety of the drive there and the drive back.
And every time I drive down the road, I want to jerk the wheel into a goddamn bridge abutment.
So he spends the next 2 hours after driving in the shitter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Tell me about how you've adopted a possum.
Okay, so we don't close our garage door because of all the feral cats in the backyard. So Fluffy, Unricky, Mama Spot, Oreo, and Millie. Oreo and Millie are Charlie's, our youngest cats, mom and sibling.
Uh-huh.
They all hang out in the garage. And since we've got a couple huts in there, and last year we had Chucky show up, who is the possum, because that's what you call a possum, is Chucky. And even though we did have a woodchuck, but a neighbor killed it.
Good.
Yeah.
Fuck those things.
Didn't do anything to our house. They did. The idiots next door accidentally locked it in their garage, and we could hear it scratching. And we told the dad. The only time that we've ever talked to him, he's like, we think the woodchuck's in there. He's like, all hesitant to go in. All he needed to do was just lift it up. It wasn't going to come at him like a big scary monster.
What kind of door is this? Because you're making hand gestures like you're working the fry basket at McDonald's.
They have to manually push their door open.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're just doing one hand like you're shaking them out. And all right,
my other
ready.
hand was in my pocket, jerking off.
Oh.
Yeah, so anyway, the possum, last year it would just hang out on the deck. It never came in the garage, even though we had the garage door propped open. And this year, we've got a couple huts in there, and Bethany thought it was one of the cats in the huts, so she was like, oh, hey, you're not Fluffy. And then all she saw was the snout, or his snout and teeth. But they do not. Here's some interesting facts about possums. They can't carry rabies, or very rarely carry rabies, because their blood, circulate their blood like really, really low. And they are docile, and they very rarely attack. They would rather not be confronted, and they just walk away. One day Millie went up he was sitting on the steps, and Millie's like, oh, something to play with. She swatted at him. He just was like, fuck off, and walked off to the backyard.
That's why it's called playing possum.
Yeah, but he starts hanging out in the huts and just lays there. He was in one time, I think he was in there for like 48 hours, never moved. But he was still breathing, but he was never moving. And then I think it was a couple weeks ago, Bethany's like, yeah, just to let you know, there is a plastic bag in the hut with him. There's a plastic bag somewhere in the garage. He took the plastic bag and tried bringing it into the hut. He wasn't suffocating himself. I think he was just trying to use it as like a blocker or something. I don't know. And then
To keep the cold from the doorway to the hut?
I don't know. I don't think like a possum. And then all of a sudden she's like, oh, Chucky's gone. And next thing you know, she's trying to move the hay barrel that's behind the hut. And he burrowed himself in the hay behind the hut.
Smart.
And he poops in the garage.
Oh, dick.
And I have to, yeah, exactly. You don't poop where you eat or you sleep. And it's always on my side or where my car is, but on the passenger side. So I never see it, luckily enough. But I'm the one that gets to clean it up.
What does possum poop look like?
Poop.
Well, obviously.
It doesn't look like cat poop, and it doesn't look like... It's like a mixture of cat poop and human poop. Maybe some dog poop. More like dog poop.
That makes me want to take like one of my turds and some of the cat turds and just glove up and just mash them together and just leave it out for someone to find it and wonder what's really going on.
Yeah, you should do it.
Oh, somebody ate corn, but also has giardia. I figured it might be like rabbit poops.
And you're not going to wear gloves either, right?
I know I'm going to wear gloves.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't actually want to get giardia.
Oh, okay.
Or any sort of fecal-based sickness. I mean, you can't get Hep A from your own shit, but that's cat shit.
What if you have Hep A and you shit out your Hep A and then you touch the Hep A again?
I don't think you get double Hep A.
You could get double A. I don't know.
No, that's not a thing. There's hepatitis
We're
is
making
not
it
like
up as we go.
batteries.
Why not?
You've got hepatitis D and hepatitis 9V. It's a new one. It's a new one.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what I'm fond of doing? Having topics on the show. You know that thing that you didn't do on your show?
Exactly. You didn't even tell me, hey, we're going to be doing a show this week, and you never gave me any topics.
I didn't.
Nope.
I didn't. There was one that I was saving for Dr. Murr, and he was going to be here yesterday, but he got pink eye.
Did he put his eye on all the elevator buttons?
No, he works at the U of M.
So he put his eye on all of the handrails?
Something about all those dirty fucking kids in the dorm where he works. And he's like, those mutants are disgusting, and now I have pink eye. He's like, you got kids, I'm not going to bring pink eye over and accidentally touch something, then everybody gets pink eye. Because the juice already gave me pink eye twice.
I've never had pink eye.
Yeah, it fucking sucks.
I saw the elevator button line from Mark Hoppus of Blink-182.
No.
I'm not sure if it's on the Urethra Chronicles, but in one of the videos, he's like, hey, you want to get pink eye? Put your eyeball on all of the elevator buttons.
Yeah, because how many prostitutes are touching buttons to leave the hotel after they've done their dirty work and gotten their money?
I don't know what hotel or what business he was in.
They were probably whores.
But if it was California, probably.
Whores. So, topic. It's that time of year again, that time I don't like, Christmas. But I already did an anti-Christmas episode with Ivy. So I thought we would talk about Christmas movies.
Okay.
Unconventional Christmas movies.
Okay, I've never watched Die Hard.
Fuck you, really?
No.
Why not?
I've watched... No, wait, what's the one that's on TV now? Is that Die Hard? No, that's not Die Hard. It's...
I don't know. I have Netflix
one with
and
the
and
Wayne's
an
brother
antenna.
dude.
The Wayne's brother dude.
Not... What's the one that Mel Gibson was in?
Oh.
The TV show or the movie.
Lethal Weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lethal Weapon is a Christmas movie. As I was doing my research, I'm like, Lethal Weapon is a Christmas movie? And it starts with Jingle Bell Rock and ends around a Christmas tree, so you really can't argue with that. It's Christmas time.
For your penis?
I wish.
I was just listening... On the way here, I was listening to the Vandals' Ode to the World album. And that's the last song that I heard before coming into your house was Christmas Time for My Penis.
I mean, maybe if I have time before work tonight, me and the wife will make it Christmas time for my penis. But it's not like we're doing it any more than we normally would, and I'm not like using Halloween makeup paint to turn my dick into a candy cane looking thing. Although if I could find a cock sleeve that looks like a candy cane, I would wear that shit.
To work?
Probably not, because I can't really show that off.
You'd be like, hey, guess what? You can't see what I've got.
That's just going to annoy the shit out of people. I've got a phrase for stuff like that at work where people will hint at something, and I'll be like, hey, no. Don't dangle the carrot. Finish the story. Come on. I want to know what's going on. So wait, you have never seen Die Hard. You're sticking to that.
Correct.
Now that you figured out that there's a difference between Die Hard and Lethal Weapon.
Well, I know that there was a difference.
Hardcore cinephiles are like, you don't understand that there's a difference between Die Hard and Lethal Weapon? Fuck you, Graeme of ITradio.
I just know that Die Hard's a Christmas movie because of Friends.
It is, in fact, the greatest Christmas movie. It's the only Christmas movie where a man gets to say motherfucker and throw someone off a tower. These are facts. Because I don't recall a lot of the original Lethal Weapon, but I'm pretty sure nobody got thrown off a tower and said anything even remotely close to yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
There's the obvious two that are on this list are Home Alone 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm. I've never seen 3 or 4.
No one should.
I have 3 and I might have 4. It was like one of those bundle things. Because I wanted 1 and 2, so 3 and 4 just came with it. But I never watched 3 and 4.
Well, your main priority is to see Die Hard before you talk to me again.
Speaking of Home Alone...
But don't use that as a free pass to never talk to me again. I just set myself up to fail. I'm like, you better see Die Hard before you talk to me again. I can see you going like...
I didn't even hear that. So
I'm sorry, I can't reply to your text messages because I have not yet watched Die Hard. Have a nice life.
I wonder if T-Mobile could do auto-reply. Just for this number. Still have not watched Die Hard. Fuck off.
Oh, dick.
Did you see... In the last week, I think Eric Kanan had reposted it on Facebook. Macaulay Culkin was out at one of the wrestling shows in California, and who's the... I'm
going to guess Pro Wrestling Gorilla.
That's what I'm thinking. Who's the dude that's got the one who does the penis swing move?
Joey Ryan.
So it was him. I think it was Hornswoggle was there.
Oh, God.
And so all of a sudden, Macaulay Culkin is out in the crowd. He's got a bucket, throw some balls in. Both the bad guys run into the balls. They take a bump. Hornswoggle and him start pushing each other. He pushes Hornswoggle down. He jumps up. Macaulay jumps up on the turnbuckle, and Joey Ryan puts it might have been a mixed tag or his girlfriend, whatever, on his shoulders. They did the whole bucket thing. The Hornswoggle knocked him down. He did a splash. 1, 2, 3. Woohoo! I guess he's doing a TV show or doing an online show coming up. So it's part of the episode.
All promotion.
Yeah, but it was still awesome because it was Macaulay Culkin. And he was wearing a Hot Rod t-shirt.
Nice.
Yeah. Can't go wrong with that then. With Home Alone, if any Christmas songs start playing, it's like, oh, that's when Kevin was eating his macaroni, and then all of a sudden he hears the clock strike 9 and the bad guys were going to show up to the house, or this is when this happened.
The thing about the Wet Bandits in Home Alone 1, what kind of fucking idiot criminals announce out loud what time they're going to come back?
Kind of like when wrestlers announce what their next move is going to be. Moonsault!
Well, that's different. Because the other person is stunned and they can't react to it, even though they hear, oh no, he's going to do a moonsault, here he comes.
Like every time you hear Roman Reigns go, ooh,
I don't watch it anymore, so I don't know what Roman Reigns sounds like. I just know he's fucking awful and the crowd doesn't like him.
Yeah.
I wish they'd chant, "You're not The Rock," every time he comes out. Just to piss him off.
The Rock once came out to try to get him over, and that didn't work.
Right.
They're like, oh yeah, The Rock. We still hate Roman.
Yeah.
I haven't watched
That's like the ShamWow guy trying to sell everybody bowls of diarrhea. It's just not going to take.
I bought one of those bowls
Did you?
of diarrhea. Yeah. I still have it.
Is it ornamental or?
No.
So you ate the diarrhea?
Yeah.
Good for you.
Came in a little popcorn box.
Oh, weird. Popcorn box.
I fucking know.
What? It's supposed to be a bowl.
Hey boys and girls, it's time for another Hey boys and girls, hey boys and girls, hey boys and 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 girls. It's time for another ITradio fucking fucker shitting ass tits beer.
Embarrassing sex stories, go.
Me?
Yeah.
You
wanted to talk about them. We're not going to just bring them up on your blog.
Well,
might as well say it.
Yeah, well, here's a good one. I was dating this chick, but I really liked it when she'd go down on me because she was very good at it. And one particular blowjob, we were in her room at her parents' house. And she's going to town. She's sucking me off and going and going and going. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to come. And I blew a giant load in her mouth. Well, she had a cold that week.
Okay.
Do you see where this might be going?
Possibly.
So she goes to stand up, and then I said something, and she laughed, and then she sneezed cum all over me. All fucking over my pants,
Gross.
which were black.
That's kind of gross.
Yeah, I don't know.
Were they leather? No, if it was
No.
leather pants, you'd be able to wipe them off.
They were like those tech pants that were kind of like that track pant material.
Okay.
That just soak in protein stains.
You know this
So
from experience.
Yeah. And she turns the light on. I'm just like, ah. My pants were just speckled with cum and spit. Okay, whoever's typing
Okay,
that
good.
is fucking funny. What's fucking funny?
I
That I
think
got jizz on my
snot-
pants?
It's not snowballing. It's snot
yeah,
balling.
it's snot balling.
Snot balling.
It didn't
You just-
come out of her nose, though. It came out of her mouth.
But it's still you can sneeze out phlegm. So I guess that's snot
I
if you think
suppose.
about it.
But it's like, so then I'm wearing black pants, and I got to go upstairs, and she's got like 6 little sisters. And how
How old are they?
They
enough
ranged
to
in
know what
age
it
from
is?
like 4 to 16.
Oh, so that's
So a
even
couple of
worse.
them would have known. And I'm sitting there with a fucking washcloth trying to scrub the cum off the pants without, scrubbing it into the pants. But if you get cum on pants, there's no getting it off of there. All right? You've got to wash those pants immediately. And there is no detergent out there that I've ever seen that completely gets out human
Those Tide
ejaculate.
sticks don't work.
I don't know. They didn't have Tide sticks back then. We're talking about
Yesterday.
2000, 2001.
Hi, it's the body, and you're listening to Blumpkin&Friends. You better have seen this next movie. Gremlins.
Once.
What's wrong with you?
I have AIDS
How does that stop you from watching movies?
because they can multiply.
The AIDS or the gremlins?
Both.
Okay, fair enough.
Isn't it water?
Well, you see, if you get mogwai wet, if you get instant more mogwais, AIDS, it doesn't usually become AIDS for quite some time. It's not like 1983 anymore where you get AIDS.
Just by listening to Queen?
I don't think if you listen to News of the World, you'll automatically get the HIV. But yeah, in the 80s, yeah. I mean, some guy could just totally fucking cum AIDS into your butt, and like 3 weeks later, you're dying already because they had no idea what it was. Gremlins is my second favorite Christmas movie of all time, just because fucking Gizmo and the Gremlins, they've wrapped all this weird shit around a Christmas theme, but it's not overly Christmas heavy. Like, there's lights and there's fake snow in the town. His dad gives him the Mogwai as a present for Christmas. But, like typical Christmas movies, like, say, Elf with Will Ferrell, that I don't like to watch that one because it's kind of annoying. But the whole thing is Christmas, 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 Christmas. It kind of takes a back seat to all the other fun shit he's doing.
Next.
I don't remember if Gremlins 2 was a Christmas movie.
I wouldn't know.
Because you haven't seen it?
Exactly.
When we get upstairs, you're going to tell the Juice that you haven't seen Gremlins 2.
And
And
then
she's
make her
going to tell
cry.
you she's seen it like 9 fucking times. She bought it off the on-demand at the Beast's house. Because she wanted to see it.
Nice.
Yeah. I just want to go back to Gremlins for
Okay.
something that I want to point out.
I still haven't watched it. Or watched it once. No, I haven't.
You said you watched it once.
Once. I was like,
So do you recall when Gizmo gets fed up of getting fucked with by the Gremlins, and then he does that Rambo montage where he ties the bandana around his head, and then he makes the bow and arrow out of a paper clip and a rubber band and some pencils?
no.
God damn you.
But it was on USA Up All Night.
Scrooged.
I have seen that.
Obvious Christmas movie, but just the fact that it's Bill Murray and they're redoing, the whole Ebenezer Scrooge thing with the TV channel. And I always remember that they have the little antlers on the mice for the fake Santa sleigh thing. Like, how'd you get the antler things to stick to the mice's heads? I don't know. Just staple them on there. What? Staple them? What?
They're mice. They grow back.
Yeah, and then he has to, live all the people's lives who he's firing, like the black lady with the son who's a genius but doesn't talk. And he's got that little marble game with the maze, and you have to get all the marbles in the thing, and he knows to just spin the fucking thing because he's a genius. That kid's a genius. I saw that shit when I was a kid. I was like, that kid's so smart.
And then you tried it and it didn't work.
I don't have one of those things. I fucking wish I did. But leave it to Bill Murray to make one of the most memorable Christmas movies ever.
Next.
The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Seen it.
Great movie. My kids have seen it. They saw it when they were like 3 and 1.
My nephew I think has seen it within the last year. I gave him, ex-girlfriend of mine gave me Mr. Oogie Boogie, and I wasn't doing anything with it, and he started watching Nightmare Before Christmas, and so he was getting all into it. So I sent that down to him, and it reverses, so it's the regular like knapsack front, and then you can turn it inside out, and it's got a bunch of it looks like it's green with all of the spiders.
So it looks like a flip-a-zoo?
Yeah. And so he sleeps with it still.
Nice.
Yep. I don't know if he's shown his 3-month-old brother it yet. Not that it would scare him yet, but...
Crazier than that is Joey Black. Once upon a time ago, he had this Michael Myers doll, and when his daughter was very little, she fell in love with it, didn't realize what it was, so she would run around and carry this Michael Myers doll around with her. 3-year-old. Murder doll.
Nice.
Right. Fuck.
Why can't my daughters be that cool?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm a very big Jack Skellington guy. I love that movie. I just hate how Hot Topic commercialized it to the point where all fat girls wear, like, Jack Skellington t-shirts year-round.
There were times that, I think at Ridgedale, they had a kiosk just for Nightmare Before Christmas stuff.
Makes sense.
Within the last 15 years. Or, 17 years. Forgot how long I've been here.
To remind the audience,
kind of like how Hot
you're
Topic,
a transplant from Wisconsin.
Kind of like how Hot Topic ruined Invader Zim.
Yeah, fucking A.
And even when Jonan Vasquez couldn't stand the fact that even though that they're redoing it for a movie, but he's got his thumb all over it, he was like, no, this fucking sucks. Like, he took a picture of one of the new t-shirt designs, like, within the last couple of years. He's like, yep, this is what Invader Zim has turned into.
Fashion.
I did not approve this. I have nothing to do with this anymore. It's Santa Claus, dude.
Sally. That was her name, wasn't it?
Yes. I love that movie. I don't remember her name.
You know what shit I have to remember now? I have to remember another fucking Social Security number because, I pooped out another one of those kids.
You pooped it out.
I did. Right out of my butt. She's a butt baby.
That's pretty cool.
That's why she's so adorable.
Yeah, she was looking at me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She does it looking around at stuff and not knowing what's going on. New face. She's not like a wild horse. She's always just looking around. She gets startled. 6 months.
The Beast's
newest baby turns 1 in like a week and a half. So happy birth miss to that one. Boo-boo baby.
It's time for another good idea, bad idea with Jesse the Body. Good idea. Taking a vacation to get away from the harsh winter's cold. Bad idea. Taking mescaline and watching the Travel Channel.
These are exactly the kinds of conditions that could actually create those tornadoes.
That's why it's just so dangerous.
Good idea. Spending the holidays with family and friends. Bad idea. Spending the holidays with a coke-addicted stripper who goes out for cigarettes and then leaves you to babysit her 5 biracial children.
Yo, what's up, B? How you feeling? What's going on? Yo, let's bounce, son.
You're listening to Blumpkin&Friends.
Did you ever see Eyes Wide Shut with Nicole Kidman and Tom Cruise?
Yep. In the movie theater.
I just found out that that's a Christmas movie. It takes place during Christmas. People only remember, like, the masks and the orgy.
Yeah.
But it's apparently a Christmas party theme thing. It's a Christmas movie.
Then why was it released in the summer?
Because that's not your traditional... They're going to release it around Christmas. Eyes Wide Shut. Celebrate with your family on Christmas at the theater while watching a midget and a weird-looking skinny bitch from Australia have an orgy.
Because that was 99 that it came out.
Jesus Christ. Wow. That's good memory.
I just know that because I was 17 years old.
And you snuck in?
No, it was rated NC-17.
Was it R?
No, it was NC-17.
I thought so.
Mm-hmm. And because I was the oldest one, they were like, oh, okay. My girlfriend was 16.
Oh. Really? Because I tried that at East Bethel Theater once, and they wouldn't let me do that.
What? Because you were 17 and they were 16?
No, because she, the girl with me at the time, didn't have her ID. We were both in our 20s.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, what the hell? Look at her. She's clearly not a teenager. He's like, sorry, no, without an ID. I'm like, yeah, well, fucking Jesus. Good thing she left her purse at home. We fought about that.
You bitch!
Here's the next one. Batman Returns.
I have seen it.
I never used to think of that one as a Christmas movie, but as I was reading about how they pointed out it was a Christmas movie, it made sense.
Is that the one with Jim Carrey?
No. This is the one with the penguin, so Danny DeVito and Michelle Pfeiffer as the Catwoman.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because...
penguins need cold.
Exactly.
So it's not going to take place in July. I just remember that... I wonder how PETA felt about all the penguins they used as extras in that movie.
Was PETA around then?
Probably. I mean, we're talking... The first one came out in 89, so the second one came out in like 91, 92.
And Sarah McLachlan's been doing those videos for 20 years.
What?
Dude, I just saw... So Dylan Francis...
What a weird fucking transition.
PETA... Well, it was like 2 weeks ago, Dylan Francis was... Or at least I saw the video that 2 weeks ago. So he's answering all these questions, and they're like, hey, so what do you think of it, or how do you feel when people aren't dancing to your sets? I feel like one of those dogs that's being abused in those Sarah McLachlan videos. And he's like, I don't think we should put that, or can we even say that? They still put it in.
Nice.
But yeah, I was just like, I feel like one of those abused dogs in the Sarah McLachlan, with the sad song with Sarah McLachlan playing.
I just want to point out that I had the toy of the Batmobile from Batman Returns, where you push a button on the top and the sides come off and it just becomes a bullet car. That thing was so fucking badass. It is still at my parents' house.
Does it still work?
I think.
Does it still work?
Yeah, I hope I didn't give it away to Steiny's son, Micah, when he was little. Shit. I might have given it away to little man.
Do you remember the cars that would break? Not on purpose. No,
Boy,
if you'd smash them and
then the parts would fly off,
or they would.
I believe they were called crash'ems,
or they would indent. There were Hot Wheels that if you would crash them on the side, it would flip, so it looked like it was all fine, and then it would flip, and it looked like you crashed into it.
I had a couple cars where the front end would flip and then the hood would pop open, and then I had a sheriff's car where you hit the door and it flipped and it looked like it got smashed.
I think I had that one. Austin has my old color changing ones. He'll be in the tub. He's like, cold water. Look, it's white. It's pink. White. Mom, I need more hot water. No, you don't need any more hot water. I need more hot water.
You need cups.
He has 2 cups, but he needs more hot water. Or he'd use the hot water from the tub, but he'd want more cold water. But then he couldn't figure out why the tub was getting cold, because they'd run it and he'd start running it without the bucket or cup underneath it. It's cold. I need more hot water.
My head.
No. Come on, he was 3 at the time.
You're 3 at the time.
Next.
I would like for Lil Jon to redo the Skeet 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 song, but make it a Christmas video. And every time he says skeet, there's like snow guns exploding. So it becomes like a snowball fight, which is just a giant euphemism for bukkake party.
That could work.
It could work. If he doesn't do it, I'll do it. I'll make that video.
You could probably get Psycho Stick to do it.
No, because then if Lil Jon's not going to do it, then I'm going to have Genre Treason join me. We'll make a Fuck Buddies Christmas song.
You could probably get Psycho Stick and Lil Jon to do it.
Together?
Yeah.
That'd be a great combination.
Because right now I've been seeing a whole bunch of Psycho. I'm wondering if did they release a Christmas album?
I don't know.
Because they did System of a Down. They did, that's the only one I can remember. I just saw another one though. But they've got like a whole bunch of Christmas songs going through Facebook.
Oh. I'm going to call that song Merry Skeetmas. Edward Scissorhands.
That was just a bunch of... Well, no, there was snow.
The whole premise of the movie was a grandmother, the chick, Winona Ryder's character, explaining to her kids why it always snows on Christmas.
I don't know the whole backstory.
Neither did I till I read it on the internet again.
Oh, okay.
The internet told me. It's called Show Prep.
I like how the internet's over there.
Professional. It's off to the left. It's upstairs. I'm gesturing with a whole open hand.
Up and to the left.
Up and to the left.
Kind of like when that bullet goes right through his skull. You can see it come out the other end, up and to the left.
Are we talking about JFK?
No, I was talking about the clown in Biodome.
Oh. Because if we're talking JFK and gunshots to the head, I just want to reference Jackie Kennedy trying to scoop the fucking brains in like it's going to help.
Yeah.
Oh my God, John, you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. Like the kid who accidentally runs over the neighborhood stray cat with his bike, and the thing's clearly got a snapped neck. You're going to be all right, Mr. Fluffy.
Kiki.
Please. Your tail fell off. That just reminds me of Tom Green taking the dead cat to the vet. Can you fix my kitty? Can you help my kitty?
Didn't he put the cat in the sushi, in the revolving sushi thing too? No, he put a dildo in the sushi. He put a dildo in the revolving sushi thing. Man, old Tom Green episodes were awesome.
I have a VHS of like Tom Green's greatest sketches from that show, and one of the first ones is the one with the dead kitty, and then Undercutter's Pizza.
And was it Phil? Wasn't one of them Phil?
Sure, we'll go with that.
I thought one of them didn't like pennies. It was the guy that always sat behind, that always had the cup
in the window,
and he couldn't stand pennies, and so Tom Green brought him over and like had a whole bucket of pennies, and he was like throwing them at him.
Trading Places. Dan Aykroyd, Eddie Murphy. Dan Aykroyd is like some Wall Street head honcho. Eddie Murphy's a homeless guy. Through some circumstance, they end up trading places, hence the title.
Saw it a long time ago.
At the end of the movie, Dan Aykroyd's drunk on a subway, and he's dressed in a Santa Claus costume. He got kicked out of the company Christmas party, and he pulls a fucking turkey leg out of his beard, and he's pulling the hairs off, and he's eating it. People call the cops because he's a drunk piece of shit.
I see.
I'm going to rapid fire some movies, and you tell me if you've seen them. Obviously, A Christmas Story with Ralphie.
Yes.
Bad Santa.
No. I haven't seen Bad Santa 2. I wanted to, but I don't go to the movies.
You should see Badder Santa. It's the unrated version of Bad Santa.
Okay.
It's dirtier.
I'll not remember that.
Yeah. The Santa Claus with Tim Allen.
Yes.
Great movie when you were a kid. Terrible movie now that you're an adult.
But I will still go around. Actually, I just was giving blood the other day, and they were talking about Christmas movies. And all I remember from the Santa Claus, the one quote is "Toto Jisho."
What?
When he's giving, when he's getting interrogated after he kills Santa off, and they're asking what his name is, Chris Kringle, Santa Claus, and then he's Toto Jisho. I'm probably mispronouncing it, but that's how I've remembered it for like 25 years.
Jesus Christ.
And then he waves to that one guy that burnt his hand at like Baker Square or whatever, Country Kitchen.
I don't remember that. It's been a long, long time.
So after he burned the turkey in the first movie, they went to like the Country Kitchen or whatever, and he sees another dad with his kid. He's like, "Oh, burn your turkey," and he lifts up his hand and it's all wrapped, bandaged up. Yep.
You know what would have been a good premise for a Ninja Turtles movie?
What?
Would be that the Foot are operating during Christmas time, committing more burglaries because there's more stuff to be had.
They did have Christmas Turtles.
And purse snatching. But it's animated. I'm talking about live action.
I know, but I'm just saying they did have Christmas Turtles action figures.
I don't remember Christmas Turtles.
They had Christmas Turtles. I like turtles.
Yeah, he didn't say that. I just would love to see the turtles on a rooftop, and like Mikey's a wise ass and he's got like a Santa hat on, and they're fighting on the rooftop of a toy store, even though they already fought in a toy store once at the beginning of Ninja Turtles 2. I want to see more live action turtles from the 90s. Just bring Keno back.
He probably still looks the same age too.
Ernie Reyes Jr. has barely aged.
No, exactly. And wasn't he like 30 already?
No, not quite. But he was in The Rundown with The Rock and Stifler.
Didn't see it. Dude, I don't see movies.
I'm too busy fucking playing with my keyboards, making songs, and then going, I don't like it, and deleting it.
Pretty much.
God damn it. You know what's great about It's a Wonderful Life?
The end?
No, I was going to say the whole movie's a giant fucking suicide awareness commercial, basically.
Never saw it.
I'm going to kill myself because my life sucks.
Never saw it.
Wait, I'm going to show you how everyone would suffer if you weren't alive. They need to do a different version of that where like everyone's way happier that he's dead. He's like, well, you're not helpful.
Well, they just have to do it in color. It wasn't black and white, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how color versus black and white would have done anything different, but then you'd at least see the blood when he shoots himself.
Yeah, instead of just a splatter of grayness.
Yeah.
I had a VHS of Beavis and Butthead episodes, and Beavis is dressed up as a reindeer and Butthead Santa, and he's whipping him.
'Tis the season for poop.
Anyway, they do something like that, where it's A Wonderful Life. Butthead, I think is the name of the episode. They fall asleep watching it, and then he dreams about if he died. If I'm recalling it correctly. How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Saw it.
The original cartoon?
Saw it.
What about the live-action Jim Carrey one?
Saw it.
I never saw that one.
What's wrong with you? Why haven't you seen that?
Because I saw the cartoon one, and I didn't need to see him ruin it in live action.
It wasn't that bad, but...
You're not that bad.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
Oh, what a disarming compliment.
I don't know how to take that.
You're listening to Blumpkin and Friends.
Guess what?
It's time for poop.
We've reached the point in the show where it's time to play a game.
I don't like games.
Well, fuck you. Recently, I went through the RPS standings, and I was trying to see who the number one contender was to Nurse Ashley.
Okay.
And through a roundabout series of events, me and Neil faced off for number one contendership, and I beat him.
Okay.
And I'm the number one contender.
Okay.
So I'm waiting to face her next time she comes in.
Okay.
But you and number one fan Tim and the Juice were all 1-4 in your last 5 attempts at that point.
Yeah, and I'm like the originator of RPS and podcasts.
Right. Right. So you weren't doing so good.
But technically, I am the current ITradio Rock, Paper, Scissors Intercontinental Championship Challenger champion.
That's not a thing anymore.
It is, though, because on our 10-year anniversary show, I beat whoever... I don't know if it was against Frosty, but I won.
Well, that's your show.
Yeah.
This is my show.
But that was the only time that I ever was a contestant.
Ever?
Ever.
Just a one time and you win?
Yep. Because who knows when the next episode was, if it'll ever happen.
A 20-year special?
Technically, there was an extra episode if you include Vulgarity Chronicles 4.
Okay.
So, 2-hour show boiled down to 10 minutes of swearing. Not bad.
That is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Blumpkin and Friends proudly brings to you the Rock, Paper, Scissors Intercontinental Championship Challenge Championship of the World! You're going up against the Juice.
Fuck.
She likes to play. And she rattles off her answers like almost as fast as you do. In fact, almost faster, because I asked her upstairs and she's like, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, no, that's 9. We only need 8. She's like, oh, fine, whatever. So, Graeme of ITradio versus the Juice.
She's going down.
I don't know. She kicked Ivy's ass the other day.
Nah.
Hand number 1.
All right. Am I supposed to say something?
Yes, motherfucker, your hands.
Rock.
Okay, that's good that you said that, because the Juice said paper.
Awesome.
Point for the Juice.
I should have realized that I was going up against a female, therefore she would pick paper because I... See? Now you're all questioning the baby crying.
No, I'm not. I'm looking. There was a fucking fly in here. I always get either moths or flies in here. The baby is a baby. She cries. I told little E, I'm like, you're in charge. Make sure she doesn't cry. Keep her quiet.
Well, obviously she failed.
Plus, it's the end of the show, so. Hand number 2.
Paper.
Ah, good choice. She said scissors.
Fuck.
So, yeah, she's kicking people's asses lately. She might be going for another championship run.
Paper.
I didn't even say it yet.
I don't care.
Hand number 3.
Rock.
You said paper.
But you didn't say hand number 3, therefore I can change it. What was it? What was her answer? And I'll pick my answer.
No, you said rock now. She said rock. Tie. You would have got it if you would have stuck with paper. Dick lips. You should have. Hand number 4.
What would be worse, having dick lips or duck lips?
I don't know. Well, duck lips are essentially dick lips from sucking too much dick, so you got them DSLs.
Okay.
Hand number 4.
Scissors.
You said scissors. She said paper. So you got a point.
Yay.
You have to get number 5 to get a tie to take it to overtime. Hand number 5.
Scissors.
All right, scissors. Boy, you're really like just getting over with. Where's the sense of competition?
Scissors, motherfucker!
Yeah, she said scissors. You lose.
That's nice.
Putting a check mark.
Too bad she's not here to be offended for me saying that's nice, though.
Oh.
It's amazing how that word with a contraction followed by another word just pisses people off when you just don't give a shit. That's nice. You're so mean. Yeah, I try. I'm an equal opportunity asshole.
It's good.
Why aren't you my friend? Because I don't like anybody.
No.
Fuck.
That's why you wear all black all the time and don't leave the house.
No, that's because I sold my soul and I run into fucking sliding glass doors.
Okay.
Or automatic sliding glass doors and sliding glass doors for that matter.
Okay, Bart Simpson.
Yep. No, that's where I got the idea from because I ran into so many freaking automatic doors. The Target ones suck donkey dick.
Slow the fuck down. It's not a race to get into the store.
I'm trying to leave the store.
That's even worse.
No,
You've got bags and shit swinging around. It should detect some of that movement.
I'm behind an old lady, and she's slow, so I'm walking around her. She should have tripped it. Nope, I run right in the fucking door. I had one come off the hinges once. And no, I'm not running through the doors trying to... I don't have a soul!
You got to bump those fucking things pretty hard to knock them off the track.
It was like at a Caliber pick and save. I think it was in Eau Claire.
Did you try to fix her, or did you just run away and hope nobody saw you?
There are people out there, I'm like... And they just kept walking. It's kind of like when you set the alarms off and they're just like, oh, keep going, bye. That's awesome when the staff members, you could steal a TV from Target and have the thing go off. And if you turn around and be like, oh, was that me? And gesture that you're going to be coming back, they'll just wave you off.
Just wave a receipt.
Mm-hmm. It's not like...
Thanks for teaching people how to steal a TV from Target. Great. Now they're going to blame that shit on me for broadcasting that idea. Guilt by association.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Hey, you know what else it is before we stop recording the show?
Thursday? Turds Day?
It is Turds Day.
Your mom's birthday?
It's not my mom's birthday. That's in March.
Oh.
It's coming up on Emo Jesus' birthday.
It is. Just like I created ITradio and Rock, Paper, Scissors on podcasts... And twooping, even though some asshole is ruining that for me. Because other people are now coining twooping for somebody's tweets at 3 a.m.
What?
People are calling Trump's tweets twooping, that he's on the bathroom. I did not retweet those.
Huh.
But no, yeah, it's almost Emo Jesus' birthday.
What are you getting him for his birthday?
He's hoping to have a party. He tweeted out something today. Last year, either it was last year or 2 years ago, we tried doing one of those make my birthday special by retweeting it 500 times. Mm-hmm. No one retweeted it.
Nobody?
Like 3 people. The person that helped me take the fucking picture at work, Yankee hater, and like one other person. It was probably my sister. But yeah, it's almost Emo Jesus' birthday. I don't know. I finally took him out of the box that he was in like 2 years ago after living at my house for 4 years. Oh, there's Emo Jesus. I found him.
Oh, I feel like I don't have an Emo Jesus here, and we should have one for old time's sake.
You never got one, did you?
I never did. I don't think I ever asked for one.
No, and plus you never won RPS.
Yeah, I did.
Not during the time that winners were actually getting Emo Jesuses.
Right. You stripped somebody of the title, and then that episode, I ran the table, and the stipulation was, because there were multiple contestants, we would just do it where you had one set of hands, and it's just the same set of hands we rolled through all 3 rounds, and I won with the same set of hands.
Did you take Genesis on?
I don't remember. Probably. I have the episode on file here.
Probably, if it was Genesis, because he just was the most losingest loser.
Kind of redundant.
I hear screaming.
There's not screaming.
It's reindeer.
They're trying to pass off blame on each other. I can hear it. They're turning on each other up there.
Fuckers. Yeah, I don't know.
Happy birthday, Emo Jesus.
Fuck off.
Interact with the show on Twitter at Blumpkin Show. That is at Blumpkin Show. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/group/Blumpkin and Friends. Fucking fly.
Thanks for listening.
Son of a bitch. Oh, God, he's attacking me. There, I got him. He's dead. Fuck you. I'm the Reverend Johnny Blumpkin.
I'm Graeme.
Of
ITradio.
Good night.
Okay. Here's another one. Whoa. This next one is from Boner.
Dear Santa Butthead, all I want for Christmas is for my dad to get off the crapper and share some good old quality time with the family. Boner.
Well, since your dad named you Boner, he must be pretty cool.
Yeah, really.
So, just, let the guy take a crap. I mean, it's Christmas.
Yeah, 'tis the season for poop. I'll get another letter.
Yeah, this guy's a whiner.
And a wiener.
And no boner. And no boner. And no boner. Boner. Boner.
Boner.